Hey people, welcome to the Monday evening stream. It is 6:45 p.m. or thereabouts. July the 20th. And I think it's around 25 or 26 degrees Celsius here in Toronto. I am back in Toronto. It's good to be back. I was in Edmonton last time I went live, as you may have seen, or maybe not. But that was just a short trip to Edmonton. So we're going to get back to a more regular sort of stream here in the greatest city in the country. So welcome everyone. A lot of people popping in. Leo Chung, Vivian Johnson, hello. 315 Tricky, good to see you. Whitby Dude, Toronto's Do Up Music Guy. Chantel, Mr. Majestic, The Color Purple. Lemon Pledge. Toronto's, did I say Toronto's Do Up Music Guy? Maybe I already did. Susie, hello. Craig O'Connor. Hey, Cookies is here. How you doing, Cookies? Rosalina. John Nicholson. Yeah, welcome everyone. William Elliott. Hello, Jacqueline. And Belle Rose, hello. And it's not too muggy, which is nice. It's not smoky. It's sort of like a regular, pleasant summer evening here. No heat waves, no smoke warnings. Hey, Lorraine McLean. Yo, Alex, how you doing? Hello, Greg. It's a little muggy. I guess it's a little muggy. Let's not say it's not muggy at all. It's a little bit, but just a little bit. I think it feels like 30 with the Humidex, so a few degrees higher than the actual temperature. Hello, Joseph. Welcome. So I'm just walking along Shooter Street. Being followed by some guy in a scooter blasting music. This is the neighborhood where you'll find that sort of thing on a regular basis. East Side. Looking down Sherbourne. Mark Lang, hello.
No. You're bad.
It's an interesting walk going south down Shooter from here. I have done that walk before, of course. I'm not going to do it now, though. I'm not in the mood to do that walk right now. I want to have a nice chill walk. Just enjoying being back in home territory here. I was in Edmonton for like 12 hours. That's right. 12 hours. Spent almost as much time in the air as I did in Edmonton, you know, just getting to and from Edmonton. Oh, about two-thirds as much time, I guess, were spent in the air as spent in Edmonton. If you add on the time hanging out in the airports before the flights, then I spent more time in the airports and on the plane than I did in Edmonton. No doubt about it. A lot more, actually. Yeah, yesterday was a bit of a write-off. I was, you know, pretty lazy to the extreme yesterday. I just sort of slept away most of the day. Didn't do too much. I feel back to normal now, though. I just need a day to get back to normal. Yeah, there's only a 2-hour time difference, so the jet lag isn't really that bad. Like, it's not really that noticeable to me, but I just wasn't able to sleep for much of the night before when I had to get up early to go to the airport. Didn't really sleep much, so I basically just got up, went to the airport with my sister after not sleeping most of the night. And then I was awake basically until we got back to Toronto. And that's when I was finally able to go back to sleep about like over 24 hours later, about 26 hours later, I guess. So including the time I didn't sleep on the morning of the flight, I probably was awake for about over 30 hours, I guess. Which I've done before, obviously, but it's not something I enjoy. It's no fun. Hey, 100, hello. No, we didn't fly over that part of the province. The flight path takes a route south of the forest fire area. Not too much further south, but enough that I couldn't see anything. The flight path goes over part of the US. Well, if anyone recognized me, no one said anything to me, so I'll just take that as a no. Hey, Bill Chow, hello. Yeah, no hotel was necessary. I mean, I have family in Edmonton, so there are options to stay at places, right? But that wasn't even necessary. Hey, Gary Lee, hello. That guy has 2 girlfriends. For all I know, they could be all related to one another, brother, two sisters, or whatever, who knows, right? Well, I got some frozen pizzas from Shoppers not too long ago when they were on sale. Is that the same sale? If that's still going on, I could always pick up more. Also, No Frills had some on sale too. Hey, John Rocks. All right, we're going north up Parliament. Creative Mistress. Hey, Mark Bass. Later, Rosalina. Pavel, welcome. Yeah, nice temperatures last night, but it's going to be warm and muggy tonight for sleeping, I think. I think the overnight low will be like only 20 degrees. Hey Fred, how you doing? Right, Dundas and Parliament. Good evening, Kevin. There's my neighborhood Freshco. Oh no, Muzak, Led Zeppelin, come on now, buddy. Don't be slamming no Led Zeppelin in my stream. Come on, pal. Ooh, stinky here. Garbaggio. Lots of stinky garbaggio here. That's something I did not encounter in Edmonton at all, is people walking around blasting music from Bluetooth speakers or riding around on bikes. Actually, I didn't see many people riding around on bikes at all in Edmonton, to be honest. At least not downtown, right? I'm sure there are areas of town where people ride their bikes, but not so much downtown from what I could see. I know there are some nice biking paths that go through the city, so that's probably where they all are. Along the river and that sort of thing. Hey, what? Hello, hello. What's up, stanky stuff? E-Story, welcome. Hey, Brent and Riding Reckless, welcome. Darlene. Yeah, the temperatures are tolerable. Got a breeze. I do feel the humidity starting to affect me a little bit, but you know, it could be way worse, that's for sure. I'm surprised my phone didn't overheat when I was streaming in Edmonton though. I totally was expecting it to do that. I was almost expecting that stream to crash and burn, but luckily it didn't. Foxglove Ferry. Can I walk on Queen Street? Well, we're kind of far away from Queen West, if that's what you're thinking about, but you never know where we'll end up. I'm on the east side right now, so a long ways away from Queen West. Queen East is not too far, but Queen East is not the cool part of Queen Street, at least not the downtown part of it anyway. So we got Cabbagetown. I am going to make my way west though. Lots of flags here. I wonder if it has all the flags from all the World Cup teams. It looks like more, actually. I don't think there are that many teams. Oh, we have some doubles, that's why. There's flags that are repeating here. But I guess, hey, the World Cup is over. It's done.
I was like, man, exactly like you said.
Hello, Harjot. La Gloria Mexican Coffee House and Brunch. Was it La Gloria? That's probably closer to how you would pronounce that.
Where did you get G from?
At the neighborhood home hardware. I remember when I was a little boy, I had a toy home hardware transport truck with a big trailer. I love that thing. Hey, funny dog. Greetings. E. Blake from Brooklyn. I'm back. I am back. Feels good to be back. I agree wholeheartedly, Leo. I mean, Edmonton's a fine city, you know. There's lots of positive attributes. A lot of people like living in Edmonton, including my family members that do live there, but I gotta tell you, man, when I come back from other cities, back to Toronto, it just really makes me appreciate Toronto a lot more for the things that I like about a city. All the things that I like aren't really as easy to find in some other cities, you know. Ooh, I got a couple of supers that pop in. E. Blake, 10 bucks. Thank you very much, E. Blake. And Tom Seeley is in the house with a $5 super. Good evening, Ken. Between Ottawa, Calgary, and Edmonton, which has the most vibrant downtown? Is that even a serious question, Tom Seeley? I mean, you could put those three cities together and they don't even come close to even touching the vibrancy of Toronto's downtown. So yeah, Toronto by a landslide times 10 to the power of infinity. Thank you very much, E. Blake and Tom Seeley, for the support. Much appreciated. A blue sapphire. When I was in Edmonton, the downtown wasn't completely dead. It had a little bit of life to it, but that's because there was a festival taking place. The Taste of Edmonton Food Festival. So obviously a lot of people came downtown to attend that, and there was a block party also taking place downtown. So that was the liveliest I've seen in downtown Edmonton in, well, in as long as I can remember, basically. After all my visits over all the many, many years, that's the liveliest I've ever seen downtown Edmonton. Yo, crikey! And we got Picard also. Engage. Hey, Jillian. I've been to downtown Calgary. Yes, I have. I have videos and a live stream from Calgary from a few years ago. I thought downtown Calgary was a bit healthier than downtown Edmonton, but it was still very, very quiet, in my opinion. Stephen Avenue, the sort of main shopping street in downtown Calgary, which is pedestrianized, was where basically all the activity was. And there's another street just south of downtown called 17th Avenue. It's sort of like the Queen Street, I guess you could say, of Calgary. And Edmonton has a street called White Avenue, which is south of downtown across the river, kind of close to the University of Alberta. And that's Edmonton's sort of funky, cool street. Their sort of Queen type street, you know. I didn't make it there during my visit though. No, I wasn't in Calgary during the Stampede time, no. But you can check out my Calgary videos if you're curious. Hey, Anthony. Hello, hello. The Ice District. It was... not much was going on when I was there. I went to look at Bob and Doug, the statue of Bob and Doug. There wasn't really anything going on in the Ice District at that time, though. But it is a neat little area. Hello, Lena. Hey, Delta Echo. The dolphins in the mall. Yeah, they don't have those anymore. Something smells good. I smell Indian food.
It's so expensive.
And the bestiary. I like that. Chantel, $2. Buy root beer. Thank you. I'll definitely be doing that. Thank you very much, Chantel. Cheers to you as always. Yeah, there's a good name for a pet shop. Carl Roth. Welcome to the stream, Carl. It was a short trip. Sean Murphy, how you doing?
It was like $60 for no.
Got some wind. Got gusty all of a sudden. Like a storm a brewing or something? Sort of feels like the sort of wind that blows up when there's a storm coming your way. Hey, we're past 300 concurrent viewers. Not too shabby. Welcome everyone. Back in the best city in Canada. One of the best cities in the world, easily I would say. Hey, Choppy. In Regina. Well, we flew over Saskatchewan twice on the way there and back. I think that part of the flight path though goes over Saskatoon more so than Regina. Getting up towards the northerly part of the prairies. And I do have a video coming up of the journey from the Edmonton airport to Toronto Pearson Airport, including some footage I shot inside the plane. So that'll be coming up in tomorrow's premiere. I've never done like a inside the plane video yet, even though I have traveled a number of times to other places. Never bothered to make a video of the plane journey, so I thought I'd finally do that. I'll probably make a video of Taste of the Danforth. I don't see why not. Hopefully it's not blazing hot that day. I missed Big on Bloor though. That took place over the weekend. So I didn't do Big on Bloor. I did it last year though. No, I didn't see any smoke or any sign of forest fires. I mean, looking down from the plane, if there was smoke, I would probably just think I was looking down at clouds anyway. Unless it was really dark smoke, like if it was more like white, fluffy smoke. At high altitude, I don't know. I'd probably just think I was looking down on clouds. But I imagine the smoke wouldn't be very white. In any case, I didn't see any or notice any. Hey Mary, good evening. And the mighty runt. This is Howard Street. No, I didn't use points. My sister bought the tickets. I just sort of e-transferred her the money for the ticket. So maybe she used points. She probably does. I didn't really have anything to eat while I was there, to be honest. Like almost literally nothing. I was too busy doing things. I ate on the plane, and that sort of tided me over, I guess. Howard Charco and the color purple. The plane ride was about 4 hours each way. A little more than 4 hours on the way there, and maybe around 4 hours on the way back, because you have tailwinds on the return trip that sort of make the trip a bit shorter. Yeah. No subway on the train, no. On the plane, I mean. We're on Howard Street because Howard Charco is in the chat. Hey, Queenway. Looks like they just forgot to put the street and then they just sort of tacked it on up above. Oh no, we forgot. No problem, we'll just stick it up on top. Hey Mike. And just Smitty, hello. Skarbrowski. I'm just using a Samsung Galaxy S20 FE, an old smartphone, over 5 years old, almost like 6 years old now at this point. All the info is down in the description of all the stuff I use for my streams and videos. I keep meaning to upgrade my phone, but I haven't done it yet. Now I just dropped another big chunk of change on my trip to Edmonton and back, so I might put off the new phone a little longer. Sometimes life is what happens when you're busy making other plans, right? Quote by John Lennon. Much room here for walking. Guess the bike path is not a bike path right now. That's right, Choppy. Canada is big. Right, Sherbourne Street and Bloor. I might still just look for a good deal for another phone, you know. I don't have to buy a brand new one, you know. I could buy one that's also a slightly older model, but newer than this. Hey, Tavane, hello. I was looking at some iPhone 15s online to see what they're going for. You can get one of those for a pretty decent price now. iPhone 15 is still a very, very good phone for live streaming. Look at the size of this dog here. Holy cow. Like, how tall is this guy? Beep. Look at this doggy. The guy isn't like super tall. He's probably like 5'8"-ish, but still the dog is giant. It's giant. Bob from Wick. A small horse. Bloor Street, looking busy. Busy for a Monday evening, I guess. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to pick up after that dog. Guy must have to carry around garbage bags. Not just those little doggy bags. He needs like a full-size garbage bag, I think. And a shovel. A scooper will not do the job. Craving pho. Yeah, look at that, eh? People walking. I like to see people walking. Hey, speaking of people walking, there we go. Soothing Shepherd. I'm starting to feel the stickiness a little more now. Once I walk for a while, I start to feel it. Let's cross. cross on over to the other side. Manulife Private Wealth. Good evening, Nicole. How you doing? And Math Doctors. Yeah, we're coming into a very chi-chi neighborhood here. Carlito's Way, good evening. How can I access some of that private wealth? I know, right? Oh, lovey dear. Mark M, hello. Christian Hansen. Stone Mansion. It's a big ass church, but you know, it sort of has a bit of a stone mansion look to it, I guess. It doesn't have a steeple, right? Bit of a different looking church. It is a nice church. Speaking of church, here comes Church Street. Jersey Mike's now open. Those are popping up all over the place, man. I think this one's been here a little while now, though. I haven't tried Jersey Mike's. I haven't tried The other sub place, Firehouse Subs, I haven't tried that yet either. Crown Life Insurance. I never noticed this neat little looks like a mother bear with her 2 babies here. Walked past here hundreds upon hundreds of times. Never noticed this before. Have I tried Lambo's Deli? I have not. I haven't tried a lot of food places. I realize that every time I walk around. Hello Rochelle, how you doing? And hello Missy. Welcome Missy. Just joining. Almost an hour into the stream. We're on Bloor Street East. We're heading west. Sort of coming into the luxury shopping area. The Mink Mile, as they call it. Bit of an outdated nickname, I guess, but it persists, you know. People still call it the Mink Mile. The Foxy kilometer. I guess that would work too. Could probably bump it up to the Foxy 2 kilometers. Or maybe 2 Foxy clicks. How about that? Hello, Abe. How you doing, Abe? And Jefferson, good evening. Stuff around here, probably won't be going anywhere soon. We're at Bloor and Young. Stuff for sale here. Downtown Young. Hey, Bruden, hello. Is there an old street? There might be, you know, I just don't know where it is, but I bet you there is a street with a name similar to that somewhere. I mean, in all the entire city, you'd think there might be. How many streets are there? Thousands upon thousands? Someone should Google, is there an old street in Toronto? No matter how it's spelled, try different spellings, you know? Oh, I didn't even get any signal notification here.
Yeah?
That's weird. Well, welcome back. Yeah, I didn't even get any signal notification at all. For a few minutes, for that long. Holy jeez. No, there's no corner of young and old as far as I know, but there is a corner of young and young. That's right, young and young is an actual intersection. Young Street and Young Boulevard. With the same spelling too. Y-O-N-G-E. I heard, "What is love?" I heard a car go by playing that. If you're still having issues with the stream, you might want to reload, maybe try reloading. See if everything goes back to normal again. Maybe make sure the quality is at 1080p also. It might get sort of bumped down to a lower quality after it drops out like that. Timmy says less than a minute. Well, hopefully it's done buffering now. Yeah, just random buffering right in the heart of downtown, you know. That's just a thing that happens for no apparent reason. It didn't even happen in Edmonton, I think, while I was streaming there. Kudos to the signal gods in Edmonton, I guess. Hello, that Canadian girl. Good to see you. Feels like it's been a while. The audio is good. Yeah, I'm just using my phone's built-in microphone with a little piece of foam on it to block the wind noise. Sort of like a MacGyver sort of setup here. Piece of foam with an elastic band. That's right, I MacGyver my live streams sometimes. The Manulife Center across the street. This is Holt Renfrew, fancy department store. One Bloor West. just going to mute the audio for a moment because there's some loud pop music playing coming from somewhere. Not sure where it's coming from. Right here, I think. So I'm just going to mute it just for a moment. All right. It's just too loud for me to shout over that. That guy yells at his little dog. Yeah, I was texting with Johnny about his trip. So I guess all will be revealed eventually. And bait and lure. Bee banger. No thanks. Just seems like a lot of headaches to me.
Like iPads are good.
But apparently there's this woman who plays music in the subway stations. I think her name is Alice Lee. I showed her in at least one video. She's running for city council. And she seems like a really cool person, so if you're looking to vote in some new blood for city council this year, if you live in her ward, just look her up, I guess, Alice Lee. Maybe give her a shot. If you can't vote for me, vote for Alice Lee. The old Cumberland Terrace Dead Mall. Hey, Mark S.
I see. Yeah. Solo vimos 2 fines de semana más en Toronto y estaremos probablemente en Niagara, el siguiente en Timmins y después Español. Tengo 4 semanas más y bueno, ¿verdad? Estoy listo para mi vida española con
I'm doing all right, Mark. Let's check out a bit of Yorkville here. Yorkville Ave. I'm not sure if I'll go 3 hours tonight. Maybe. Nice interlocking brick here. Yeah, this neighborhood is, you know, very high-end, obviously. They like to make everything look as nice as possible here. The rest of the city, screw the rest of the city. They don't need no interlocking brick. Yorkville is an exception. There are a few other parts of downtown that have some interlocking brick though, but they really do it up here in Yorkville. They also make sure there's no wires all over the place. Lots of Toronto has ugly poles with wires all over the place, and not in Yorkville. Nope. It's too fancy for that.
Yeah, we're like, oh, there you go. That's right.
This is where people come to show off their fancy cars, as you can see. Jay Jameson, hello. I'm not really a car guy, but maybe some other people are. Might like to look at these ones. You are a car guy? Well, hope you enjoyed that then, Mark. Kind of weird trees on top of that building. I never noticed those before.
Yeah, I agree.
Little pointy trees. Belrose loves cars. I used to love cars when I was a boy. I was all about it. But I guess my love of cities has been lifelong, and eventually my love of cities overtook my love of cars. Views from Yorkville. And in my opinion, in a city, especially a dense urban city, the less cars the better, right? Cities should be for people, not for cars. But I don't hate cars or anything like that. I'm not like some anti-car hater.
Crazy again.
But if you want a good city that has all the best parts of living in an urban environment with the best sort of urbanity that makes living in it as pleasant as can be, then the fewer cars there are, the better it will be. I hear some strange noises coming from over there. Sounded like the voices of... Oh, it's this guy. Okay. I do not drive, no. LAB. And the big rock, yep. People chilling on the big rock. Yeah, I didn't know where that strange voice was coming from. It was from that man sitting on the sidewalk up there by the subway station. Sounds like there's a concert happening down in the vent here. I hear music coming from in there. How can that be? How odd. Yeah, this whole neighborhood should be pedestrianized. At least Yorkville Ave and Cumberland Street, the two sort of main drags. They have like Bel Air Street pedestrianized, but that's just a short little street. Just goes a couple of short blocks. I think only one block of it is pedestrianized too. Yeah, people living in the sewers having a concert down there. Maybe it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They formed a band. We're forming a band, you know. Hey, Famous Master, hello. We have emerged back onto the Mink Mile. 11T. Hey, Derek. There's a concert at Lower Bay Station, is that right? So there literally was a concert in the old shut down subway station. Robert Armstrong. If that's the case, that is really cool. A crochet book. And The Last Mandarin. Hey, thank you, Vince. And hello, Greg Hubers. See, all kinds of cool stuff is happening, right? Got concerts in subway stations. And the FIFA Fan Fest yesterday, the last final FIFA Fan Fest for the final game, Angine de Poitrine played a show. That's really cool. They've been like blowing up big time over the last like 4 or 5 months. That's that French-Canadian band that's gone viral, where they wear those outlandish looking costumes and they play microtonal music. I'd love to see them live. They played a bunch of shows in Toronto elsewhere too, at the Mod Club, and they opened up for Jack White in another show here in Toronto. So I think they played like 5 shows in Toronto just recently, sometimes twice in one day. And then the FIFA thing also in Toronto, and then they played in Guelph yesterday at Hillside Festival. And I told Megan, because she lives in Guelph and she's a fan also, but she couldn't go, so she missed it. Tickets were pretty expensive, right? Mr. Cash Man. I'm the cash man. Give you money for your gold. I'm the cash man. Church of the Redeemer. Hey, Michael Keurig. How you doing? The dog is howling. The dog was howling because of the siren. I've seen that before when dogs start howling when a siren is passing by.
So it's like, yeah, and they named it that because
he heard the siren call, I guess, and he had to respond, you know? I wonder if it's hard on the ears, and or if it's just the howling is just a instinctive response, you know, like they think they hear howling, so they just howl back, right? Howl for howl. Hey, Martin Van Owen, hello. Hello. Good, how are you? How are you doing? Out for a walk? Cool, cool. I'm just walking around as well. Doing the live, yeah, the live stream, yeah.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
hey from Drew Costin, everyone.
I want to say hi on stream.
Yeah. Drew Costin, all.
Drew Costin, everyone.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Thank you. Enjoy your walk. Nice night for it, yeah.
My wife, Toronto Lydia.
Hello. Hello, Toronto Lydia. All right, good to see you. Later. I ran to Drew Costin before at Young and Dundas one time, I think. Just waiting to cross. Soothing Shepherd for sure. Hey, the Tamara, hello. Hey, we have over 400 concurrent viewers. Welcome to everyone just popping into the stream. It's a nice night here in Toronto. I'm back in Toronto after being in Edmonton during my last live stream. You might have missed that. I think my regular viewers might have caught it, but some of the non-regulars probably didn't catch that one. If you want to see what Edmonton looks like, you can always check out the replay. But it's good to be back. It's really good to be back in Toronto. Just walking around downtown. It's like night and day. The difference, you know, when you're walking around downtown. What's up, Sanasac? Nufissa, it is for sure. I think this is where Johnny was sitting doing his Q&A video that he just published recently. Maybe I can recreate it. I'll recreate his spot. Let's see here. There, I recreated Johnny's spot for his Q&A video. Hey, Hannah, hello. Oh, that's awesome. The Tamara. Hey, I hope they have a good time during their visit. I need a haircut and a shave. It's like I didn't notice or something that I have long hair and a beard. How'd that happen? Jeez, I just somehow forgot, I guess. I forgot to cut my hair and I forgot to shave. Well, where's that dog? There's a couple dogs here, but they're not the howling type, I guess. They're not the howling type dogs. Hey, look, the McLaughlin Planetarium is gone, completely gone now. There was still a bit of it left last time I streamed past here. Not anymore. It has just vanished. It ceased to exist. Oh, hey! Why did my phone turn around? Just decided to turn around and show my face to everyone. Hey, Rebecca, hello. And Jennifer Gala, hello. And SG has graced us with their presence. Yeah, that was an extreme close-up, unexpected extreme close-up of my hirsute self here. Would I ever shave my beard? Well, I mean, most of the time I don't have a beard, so I'm sure I'll not have a beard again. This is just kind of a thing I've been doing recently with the beard. I thought I'd just have a beard for a while, you know, why not? It's a thing you can do when you're a dude. I've done it before. I'm doing it now, and I'll probably do it again at some time in the future. Demon Slayer. It's kind of nice not to have to shave every day, to be honest. I mean, I have to shave my neck. I don't want to get that neck beard look, you know? So I do shave that, but it's kind of nice not to have to shave every day, day after day. I trim the beard when it gets a little bushy, That's no big deal. Yeah, it's my face. Some people really like it. Some people prefer the beardless look, but oh well. I like it right now. That's why I have it. Hey, Adonis. Hey, cheers, Adonis. Cookies is growing her beard. Okay. I look forward to seeing the finished result of that. More sirens. Kyle Walker. Speaking of beards. I'm very glad to be back, yes. In time for the ice cream itinerary. Yeah. We can both get ice cream stuck in our beards. Double the fun. There's Queen's Park. Eli Unger, hello. This is one of my favorite little corners of downtown right here. Got all these nice U of T buildings, lots of nice windy pathways, lots of greenery, you know. It feels very old world here, very lived in. Medieval studies. That's awesome. No wonder it feels old world here. Ooh, look, I can go through here. See, this is the cool stuff that you encounter walking around at the U of T campus. Not sure what's going on here. Lots of kids running around. Vincenzo, $5. High five. High five right back at you, Vincenzo. Thank you. Much appreciated, Vincenzo. Hope you enjoy the walk. Hope you've been enjoying it so far. Cheers to you. Hey, searching cities. More pathways. Should I go this way? Should I go this way? Chukoin World. Hello, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm probably not. Sorry.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Never mind.
All right, where does this go? Do not feed the squirrels. Okay. I think this will take me back out to Bay Street over here. More pathways going over there. Mr. Adam's apple. Ah. I think it was some sort of group, you know? They're out on some activity or something. I'm pretty sure they have chaperones with them. I need church music playing. You're saying I look like Jesus? I've gotten that before. At least it's not Charles Manson. At least that's not what I'm getting. And what about like Aragorn or something? I wouldn't mind that. Wouldn't mind being compared to him. And Dave Grohl. I have gotten that before. Cat Stevens, yeah, that's a good one. I like that. I'm a fan of Cat Stevens. La 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 la. Cat Stevens.
Did you apply for that Scotia thing?
No, I'm gonna wait till. Oh,
And Grizzly Adams. I used to watch Grizzly Adams. I enjoyed that show when I was a kid. Going down Bay Street. Cookies dropped off some cookies. Yeah, that checks out. That definitely checks out. I look like Ken. I am just Ken. Do you prefer to be called Cookies or just Cookie? I could call you plural or singular. Hey, Johnny Be Good, hello. And Limitless Thinker, hello. Cookie? Alright, Cookie it is. You shall now be known as Cookie. From this point forward. Going south down Bay Street. When are they going to finally take down this fencing here? They've been working on this government office complex for years, like upgrading it, you know, sort of revamping the whole complex, but it's taking forever. This fence has been here almost as long as my channel has existed, which was 8 years as a walking channel. I just had the 8th anniversary recently of my walking channel. 8 years of walking. Wonder how many steps that is. I could probably add up the steps by looking at the number of videos I did and the length of each video, including live streams. And I could probably get an estimate of how many steps I've done in total. Yeah, that's true. Government-run projects take forever, whether it's transit like Metro links, or even city-run projects that involve transit. Take forever. Like installing an elevator in a subway station. You think, oh, that might take 6 months, right? Maybe a year at most. No, try 6-7 years and counting to install an elevator. Isabelle. Hello. Oh, thank you very much. Down Bay Street.
I had just gotten home from.
Hey, no clue. Hello. Winters, they tend to work all through the winter in Toronto on construction projects. Some other cities sort of shut down for the winter and resume in the spring, but they just don't do that here as far as I've noticed. They work through the winter. Hey, Drew Costin. All right. Good running into you. And your wife. You're new in Toronto. Hello. Welcome, Mariative. Well, I hope you adjust well to life in the city. You can always keep up with what's going on by watching the streams and my videos and all that. I like to walk around all the neighborhoods of the city, and if there's events taking place, I might go check them out for the channel too. Do 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 do. Ooh, ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. No, 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 no. Like a child girl. No, 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 no. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. No, 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 no. Alright, I just turned on to college. Sorry. Ken the Continuum. Just switch it around a bit. Robowaba. Yeah, although Cat Stevens isn't even Cat Stevens anymore, right? He's Yusuf Islam now. I think he still uses the Cat Stevens name though when he's doing some appearances and stuff, just because people know him as Cat Stevens. Hello, Kaz from Rio. Hello. Like growing up, I always heard some Cat Stevens on the radio and stuff from when I was little, but I didn't really start getting into listening to Cat Stevens until I saw the movie Harold and Maude. His music is in that movie. It's a good movie for those who haven't seen it. I think Cats in the Cradle, though, is not Cat Stevens, though, right? That's like Harry Chapin, I think, who did that song. Very similar sort of style, right? Singing style and all that. University Avenue. I always have to say it like that for some reason. Maybe I'll try to walk down the median just for shits and giggles. We'll see if I can walk down the entire median of University Avenue, at least until the construction area begins down by Queen Street. There's this fancy median going down. Hey, we passed 2 hours. Okay, I guess this is a dead end, this part of the median, so I can't really walk through the flowers now, can I? I'll have to walk around them. Let's walk around them, shall we? I think I did this like about 4 or 5 years ago when it was winter time. It's about time I did it again. Hey, thank you, Vivian. That's right. Do all the things. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit the notification bell if you do subscribe. And you'll be notified when I go live. I usually go live 3 times a week. And I post a pre-recorded video on the other 4 days of the week. So every day there's, you know, either a live stream or a video on the channel. A new one. Come and say hi in the chat if you want. If you are new, if you do subscribe. Tiptoe. I don't think I can do the high-pitched voice for Tiptoe. I tried it before. Couldn't do it then either. The Tiny Tim voice. Tiptoe through the tulips. My voice doesn't want to go that high. Plus, there are no tulips right now anyway. Tulip season is long behind us. South down University Avenue. See, some people do hang out in the median here. There are benches and stuff like that. I find most people don't, though, make use of the median here. You got like busy traffic on either side of you. I'm not gonna grab anything. I don't need to sound like Tiny Tim that badly. Yeah, this is Hospital Row, I think they call it. Hello, Donna. We got hospitals on either side of us here. Making sure there's no cars that are going to make a sudden turn here while I'm trying to walk across here. Hey, Van Smythe. Doing a median walk, University Avenue, the median strip. That's a Sloan song, right? Median strip. Huh. Feed the streets. How you doing? It's getting a bit dark out. Oh, we got some people sleeping here in the median. And yes, that person was just sleeping. Most of the time when you see people lying on the street or wherever in downtown Toronto, they're sleeping or they're passed out in one way or another, you know. They're usually breathing and they're usually best left to themselves for the most part, you know. I mean, I've gotten some comments recently asking why don't I check on people that are lying on the sidewalk. If you live in downtown Toronto, you literally see that every day, right? And you know that they're not dead, they're lying there, they're sleeping, or whatever the case may be. It's just an unfortunate fact of life when you live in a big city and you walk around downtown as much as I do. You'll see that. And sometimes I have checked on people. It's not like I've never done that. And every time they kind of went like, "Oh," and they just said, "Whoa, leave me be," you know. And I'm like, okay, sorry. One time I even called 911 when someone was lying on the ground in Allen Gardens. And it was a cold winter night, so I checked to see, you know, if he was breathing, because it was cold, so you never know, right? And it was hard to tell, so then I tried to rouse him, so I started going like, hey, are you okay? You know, I started trying to wake him up or whatever, but he wasn't responding. So then I called 911. And then shortly after, the fire department showed up and asked me what was going on. I explained to them. And the 911 operator asked me to do a few things too while we were waiting for the emergency responders to show up. They asked me to like count the number of breaths that I could see him taking and stuff like that after I did see that he was breathing. Like count the number of breaths that I could see going up and down on his chest or stomach or whatever. So she asked me to do that sort of stuff. And then the fire department showed up. And I told them what was happening. And then they also shouted and he wasn't waking up. So then one of the firemen just reached down and sort of touched his shoulder and kind of jiggled him a little bit. And then he jumped up immediately, like sprang to his feet. Started going like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? Whoa, whoa. And he started like acting all crazy and stuff, man. So, you know, that's how that happened. And then he just sort of like ran off, you know. Hey, Ronald, hello. Hey, we have 420 viewers. Hardy har har, 420 har har. Alright, let's cross to Dundas. Hey, the Ink-Spired Life, hello. And hello, Grace Del Toro. Hey, that's nice of you to say, Grace. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, hey, John Rocks. Oh, sorry. Are you stealth? Are you in stealth mode? All right. John Rocks snuck up on me, but then he didn't want me to acknowledge him out loud, but I did. I didn't know it was a secret, so. We're still going down the median. University Avenue median strip. Hey, hello again, Toronto Walker. Stanky stuff is being amused. I'm not sure, Chantel. I'm not sure. I think I do want to stop at a grocery store. Kentucky. I'd rather Kensington Market be named after me than Kentucky. I think Kensington Market is more my style. No shade to Kentucky, I'm sure it's a lovely place. But I just have a feeling Kensington Market is more my style. Alright, we got some coppers here. It's because we're by the US Embassy, that's why. There are cops, I think, permanently stationed at the US Embassy now, since it got shot up a little while ago. And then one of the suspects that they think did the shooting ended up shooting and killing a cop when they were trying to apprehend that person. That person killed a cop. All right, can I cross here? I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. You know, I'm missing some chats here. Sorry about that. Strangest thing I've ever encountered on a walk. There's so many contenders after walking around in Toronto for the last 8 years. Well, here's where the subway construction starts. Kind of puts a kibosh on the median strip walk here. Just wait for this traffic to clear. I'm trying to think of some strange things. Like, unusually, even for Toronto, unusually strange things. Hey, Trans-Canada, hello. I'm doing A-okay. Brush up on my knowledge of Seattle, Washington. How do you know I am not knowledgeable about Seattle, Washington? What do you want to know about Seattle? Test me. Maybe I'll surprise you. I'm just walking through the courthouse area, one of the courthouses anyway. He's got the whole world in his hand. The whole wide world. Well, sorry to hear, Toronto Walker. I recently went through some family stuff myself. That's why I've been going to Edmonton so often over the last 4 years or so. And I might have to go back another time to Edmonton, actually. Hey, Lisa, hello. Good evening to you. Belle Rose, have a good night. Humdoid? Humidity is bad. Was humdoid a typo, or is that some new fangled term that I'm not aware of? I try to keep on top of this stuff, you know, but sometimes I fall behind. I heard a sound off in the distance just now that sounded like the Tyrannosaurus Rex in Jurassic Park. Imagine that. Imagine a big Tyrannosaur was rampaging through downtown Toronto. It's not bad until you stop moving. Yeah, there's a bit of a breeze that takes the edge off. But when you stand still, it's not as noticeable. You don't feel the cooling effects as much. This guy doesn't take his time making those turns. I have been indeed caught between the moon and New York City. Kate Chappelle, hello. I just have a song stuck in my head and it came out. It overtook me and escaped. Hey, dynamics. Watching from Taiwan. Hey, welcome. And Missy from Atlantic City. Welcome to the stream. You want to know where I'm screaming from? Oh. This is the biggest city in Canada. Hopefully I'm not screaming too much. I kid. I can scream if you want, though. Some people might not like it. Yeah, the smoke is all cleared up around here. Yesterday too, it was okay. But Missy, this is Toronto, Ontario. Mr. Andrew, hello. All right, I guess we're gonna see what Young and Dundas looks like on a Monday night. Hey, warm Monday night. She was so busy watching whatever on her phone, she literally like didn't even notice the guy walking with the phone on his stick. That question from earlier about what the strangest thing I've ever seen. Whatever it was, I think it most likely happened at Young and Dundas. I don't know if it's strange, but I have seen fully nude people walking around. Not like as part of some special nudism protest or exhibit either, just someone who just thought it was okay to walk around fully naked. Or they didn't know any better, I guess. Maybe they shouldn't be doing that. Not part of pride either. Just, you know, just completely random. But, you know, I don't even think that is the strangest thing, you know? I mean, I'm sure I've seen things a lot stranger than that. Got the preacher guy over there with his muzak. None rollerblading, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something along those lines. I know I've seen so many things, but when you're trying to remember what's the strangest thing, you just sort of get this block. It's like there's too many strange things that just compete with one another in my mind. lively for a Monday night, I would say.
Yeah, you know, if not engaging, if people would like.
Well, I might have to mute the music from this crazy guy here. Oop, just got some poor signal there. So much of a scene that the internet can't handle it, I guess. Soldada, hello. Got like a Lambo backfiring. I mean, isn't that... I don't know, it doesn't seem right to me. Should a car that high-end be backfiring like that? Or is that normal? If the warehouse ever closes down, I will not shed a tear. Not even a little one. The Muzak zone, man, it never lets you down, you know? That SUV is just sitting there parked on the side of the street with the windows down, blasting the music from the stereo. Why? Why, I would like to know. Just seems like low IQ activity. Oh, now they're coming up the street. Great. Okay. Jeez, I had to wait for it to like move past me. Hey Louise, hello. Yeah, sorry about the muting there, but too many nitwits blasting music into the city like everyone is supposed to enjoy their music tastes and have no choice in the matter, I guess. Rob Mahoney. Yeah, as much as I love the music that I love, I would never think to just walk around with a speaker blasting it at full volume. If I want to listen to it while I'm walking around, there's a thing called headphones, you know. The ghetto blaster on your shoulder days. I admit I thought that was cool at the time, but I was like 14 years old, right? 14-year-olds think a lot of stupid shit is cool. But I see grown-ass adults walking around doing that. Come on now. Hey, Chris, why not? An old man yells at cloud. Urgh. In my day. Yeah, separation of functions, yeah. Oh, it's been a little while since I've had a Boston cream. I did buy some ice cream sandwiches though recently. I still have almost a whole box of ice cream sandwiches in my freezer. Chapman's, they're on sale. That's my preferred treat in the summer. A nice ice cream sandwich. That Aura building is so tall I could barely pan up to it. Yeah, drumstick is my second favorite cool treat for the summer. I like at the bottom of the cone of the drumstick, after you've eaten most of it, you just have a bit of the cone left and there's ice cream packed inside of it, and there's a chunk of chocolate at the bottom, in the pointy bottom of the cone. It's almost like the grand finale, you know, of eating the drumstick. It's chunk of chocolate time. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, ice cream cones in general, it's almost like my favorite thing about eating them is when you have the cone left over and it's completely filled with ice cream. Just a nice crunchy cone that you chomp away at with the ice cream packed in. Oh man, I want some right now, I tell you. I want some of that. Give me some of that right now. How many people want to eat one of those right now? We're going up Yonge Street, going north. Oh, we got the wheelie gang here. They're doing tricks, they're doing wheelies. They're standing on the seat while doing wheelie. Oh, and he wiped out. The wheelie kid wiped out. He wiped out, man. That's what happens, pal, when you're doing crazy stunts on your electric bike. Just make sure he's okay, though. He has his buddies with him, so I'm sure they'll tend to the situation. Yeah, they can be really obnoxious, these wheelie kids, as they call them. They go around in big groups on their sort of like electric dirt bikes, doing wheelies, doing stunts right in mixed traffic, you know, downtown. Well, I think he's okay. I mean, I don't see any commotion. Maybe he got a few skinned knees or things like that. It's a good thing there wasn't like a car or something right behind him, right, when he wiped out. You know, I mean, that's why what they're doing is kind of stupid and dangerous. Yeah, it's summer, so there's still lots of tourists in the city. There'll be lots of tourists for the next couple months. Hello, Sheena, how you doing? You ran a red light on blur, yeah? I mean, they tend to do that. Ice cream is not healthy. Jeez, I didn't know that. And I've been eating it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hey. All right, let's get off Young. I want to go east. What time do I have here? 9:30. I want to make it to Sherborne before 10 o'clock. I think I can do it. I should make it there in the next 15 minutes at least, maybe even sooner. I think my plan is to go to the Freshco on Sherborne, the one at St. Jamestown. Closes at 10. I should have enough time just to pop in, grab a couple things. New condo here. We'll say goodbye to Yonge Street. And that'll bring us to 3 hours also. So I guess I am doing a 3-hour stream tonight. I guess my Edmonton stream was just under 2 hours, so I guess a 3-hour stream was in order. It's easy to fill 3 hours of walking around downtown Toronto, but it wasn't easy to fill 2 hours of walking around in downtown Edmonton. I had to like walk along the same spots twice, at least a couple times. Yeah, I think I'm going to hunker down tomorrow and take a day off. Just stay in. So I'll make sure I have everything I need. But what do I need at Freshco? Juice. I need some juice. Maybe some Vector. My box is kind of at the end. I think I have one bowl left maybe at best, so I'll get some Vector. And I don't know what else I need. I'm trying to think. Macaroni salad, that's an idea. There's the pedestrianized Church Street. It's busy, it's lively. Lots of people just enjoying it, you know. I like to see it. I like to see it. Yeah, in the summer when it's hot, macaroni salad is my go-to. Like, I just don't want to turn on my oven, right? Or even eat hot things in general. I don't want to microwave anything. I don't want to eat hot things as much on those really muggy, gross days. So macaroni salad, man, is just like ideal. This is Maitland Street. We're walking along, just a nice little residential side street. Yeah, I prefer macaroni salad over potato salad. I'm not as big a fan of potato salad. Yeah, berries. That's an idea, like blueberries. That's my favorite. Oh, bananas. I think I need a couple bananas. I'll grab a couple of those. Do I need yogurt? I think I have a unopened container of Greek yogurt, so I think I'm good. Ooh, let me make this light. Make the light. Have to make sure all my gadgets don't get jostled too much when I run. Power bank falls out of my waistband or falls down my leg or something. I'm going to be cutting it close though at Frushco. Going to have those announcements going, attention customers, the store will be closing in 10 minutes, so please complete your purchases and get to the damn checkout and get your asses out of here. We want to go home, you bunch of losers. Kind of dark over here. Yeah, I'm a fast grocery shopper. When I'm going, I usually already know what I'm getting. I mean, for the most part. If I don't know while I'm on my way, I'll figure it out while I'm there, while I'm walking there, and then when I get there, I know. And then I just go in and it's like a mission. I know where everything is. I just boom, boom, boom. This aisle, that aisle, this aisle, that aisle, bam, bam, bam. And out as quickly as possible. But usually there's lineups, of course. Any downtown Toronto grocery store is annoying to shop at because there's always lineups. And there's always like some checkouts that aren't open. So everyone is lined up at 2 or 3 checkouts and a bunch of other ones are closed for some reason.
Because someone asked me if you should, I got sick. I like it.
And yeah, I saw that the signal dipped for unexplained reasons once again. Right, we're at Wellesley and Sherbourne. Hey, we just hit 3 hours. We did it! Another 3-hour stream. I'm just heading up to the Freshco. I'll be there in the next few minutes. So I think I'll start to wrap up the stream so I can just kind of head right in as soon as I get there. So thank you everyone for the good time watching me walk around downtown on a Monday. Good to be back in Toronto. My next stream will probably be on Wednesday, so be sure to make sure you have the notification bell tapped and all that, so you'll be notified. And of course subscribe and like and share and all that other stuff too if you haven't already done that. And I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video tomorrow around 7:15 p.m. That'll be my journey from Edmonton back to Toronto. Sort of a airline themed video, I guess. One of the first ones I've done like that. So hope to see you in the chat for that premiere tomorrow. So thanks again for watching. Thanks to the mods, Vivian and Alan K. Cheers to you. Thanks to everyone who sent support with the super chats, super stickers, or any PayPals. It's very, very much appreciated. Of course, thanks to the channel members as well. And any new subscribers I might have picked up tonight. Thank you very kindly. Hope to see you in the next one. And all the regulars. I'll see you next time. Because as always, I will continue. Alright, have a good night everyone. I'll see you soon. It's time to go do some Freshco shopping here. St. Jamestown. Alright, peace out. Or as some might say, yoink.